There it is. Finally, a wild forge in its natural habitat. What are we gonna do with it again? We're gonna catch it. And we're gonna sell its babies on Amazon. Alrighty guys, thank you for joining me again. My name's Hunter Wilkins and this is Father and Forge. Today we're doing a quick video. It'll be pretty fast, I promise this time. Just kind of a follow-up on my first video. And that video was unboxing that thing there. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit and we're gonna go in and I'm gonna do the refractory coating on it like I said I would like a year ago. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna go over a couple things on this just to kind of follow up my review, basically almost 2 years from when I bought it. So that's the plan. So let's jump right in and I'm going to talk about a couple things about this. So if you didn't watch the other video, this was a super cheap Amazon forge. I think it was like 120, 160 bucks, something like that. What I've done so far to it is basically nothing, except I did replace the burner. I built this burner for about $45 and that's about all I've done. You're actually, the interior blanket here, the insulating blanket, you should line that with refractory, which is what we're going to do today. But I've gone from December of 2019 to now with just the blanket, and I haven't had any issues. Some people have told me that it's bad to breathe this material in, and that's harmful, for your lungs and everything. But for me, like, I really don't think that I'm breathing much of anything in. I'm not sitting here standing in front of the forge when it's on because it's really friggin' hot. I'll throw some steel in there and I walk away. So if that's a real concern or not, that's not for me to say, and that's not what I'm here to do. But I would say definitely, just because of the recommendations, that I've heard from other people, line yours with refractory cement to protect yourself from any kind of discharge from the wool blanket itself, because it is like has fibers like fiberglass or asbestos, so it's not good to breathe in. For me, I don't really think that I really don't see me like breathing anything in when I'm using it, because I'm not right around it. So that's about it for that part. For the burner build, you can actually check out my other video. You can see exactly like how to do this, what parts to use. I used galvanized steel pipe to do it. If you're going to use galvanized steel pipe, strip the galvanization off. So let's talk about the forge itself. Is it a good deal? I would say yes, because it's super cheap and it worked as expected based on the price. When you buy cheap stuff, don't have your expectations up here. You gotta lower them down a little bit, because no, it's not as good as a lot of other forges, and there's a lot of people that make them themselves that will sell you their version of a forge, and they work fantastic. Their burners are probably 10 times better than the one that I built myself. If you can do it that way and you have the money and you want to support somebody, that's what I recommend to do. It doesn't help me if somebody goes and buys the same thing on Amazon. So I try to steer away from that, but I also try to buy stuff from Amazon so that I can show you guys what you're going to get. So for the money, it is a good forge. It came with this refractory brick, which I still have, just in several pieces. So obviously that came in one piece with the forge. And like I said, the burner that it came with, I had to run 12 PSI or higher to achieve forging temperatures, and it just wasn't cutting it for me. With this burner, I can run between like 6 and 8, maybe 10 if I need a little bit of extra, and it does the job great. I save a little bit of propane. I can still forge with it. Works fantastic. It's held up really well. As you can see, there's no issues with it whatsoever, except for the rust on the outside, and that's not a big deal at all. I can sand it down and repaint it with some heat resistant paint. So let's go ahead and dive into lining this thing. So I'm actually going to use this Miko's furnace cement and fireplace mortar, which is another Amazon purchase. But from what I understand with this, you really only need a thin coat. And unfortunately, I can't find one of my good paint spreaders. So I'm using this, and this is not going to be ideal, but we're going to try it and see what happens. Found a mixing stick. This works way better. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this fire brick back in here. Alright guys, so that's basically it. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to put the refractory in there, but more importantly I wanted to follow up on this product and just let you know what I thought about it a little over a year of having it. So I had this thing for a year, which actually makes me feel a lot better about all the mistakes I still make. I guess I haven't been doing it that as long as I feel like I have. But that's that. It's a good little forge. Is it a forge that you're gonna hear Jason Knight be like, yeah, this is what I use, this is what you should use? No, it's not. It's a cheap Amazon forge. You're getting what you pay for, and there's gonna be stuff that you're gonna have to do to it. I've heard that the burners that come with this particular model now are better, but I would still recommend, even, you know, if it's running high PSI when you're trying to reach forging temperatures and you just can't seem to get it up to temperature without burning through all your propane super fast, you know, look into making something like this. I'll link that video again. That's a really easy way to do it. I've seen some other designs that are also easy to do. The only reason I went with this style is because when you buy this forge, you already have all the other connections for that, and that just worked perfect. So other than that, it's a good little forge. You can see it's held up great for the past couple or almost couple of years. It's just rusty, that's all. And now hopefully with this fresh coat of refractory on the inside, that the interior will last a little bit longer and won't have to redo the blanket yet. Hopefully get some more life out of it, and we'll see what happens. So that's it guys. Thank you for watching. As always, please like and subscribe. Check me out on Instagram if you're not following me on Instagram. There's a lot of more stuff on there. And that's it. Just thank you guys. You know, ask any questions, or always feel free to ask questions about anything you see in any of the videos. I'll be happy to answer. I still answer video comments from the video I did of this forge when I first got it, which was my first video, which was absolutely terrible. I recorded it in the wrong aspect ratio and everything, but I get so many comments on that video. I constantly check because people are always asking me questions about it. So I thought I would do another follow-up just to show you, you know, give you an idea of how I feel after a year of using it, you know. So that's about it. Once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.